Hi, my name is Michelle, and this is my very first time doing anything with YouTube, so a little nervous, just bear with me. I guess I'll start with introducing myself. Um, I've been married, it'll be 2 years this September. We were married in September of 2009, and we decided January 2011 of this year that we were going to try to conceive sometime this year. And we officially started this past March. And the first time we tried conceiving, um, I guess we both really didn't know what we were doing or anything like that. And just really tried around day 14, where I thought you really did ovulate. I've always been really regular with my cycles and everything, and I'm every 28 days, a couple times 29 days, but for the most part, every 28 days. And nothing happened. The second month, um, we were a little bit more spread out. The very first month, I had bought OPKs and tested positive and everything still, but just really did around day 14, so that wasn't really smart. But anyway, um, started charting in March or in May, and I have one chart here to show that up of my graphing. I do it on paper. Um, I've checked out fertilityfriend.com before, and I don't know, it's just easier for me to make notes on paper and everything, and I can record it right when I wake up and take my temperature and stuff like that, and it's been pretty useful. I really haven't done too much temping other than really May, a little bit in June, and a little bit this past month. Um, it was in May I had to get a procedure done. I had gone in April for my annual pap smear, and my test came back abnormal, so I had to get a procedure done, cryotherapy, and it was extremely devastating. I mean, it really pushed us back a little bit on trying. We couldn't try really that much, and then I had to recover. So June, pretty much once again, just got really close to days of ovulation. I possibly could have even missed it. I don't know. Um, and it was hard, and it makes me always kind of wonder. And my doctor said it shouldn't affect my fertility at all. I just really hope it doesn't. She said that possibly when I go into labor, dilating might be a little bit more difficult for me. So that's just something, I don't know, I guess I'll have to live with. But um, I after we tried in May, about 6 days after I thought I ovulated, I started spotting, and I got really excited. I thought this was possibly implantation bleeding, positive sign for that. Um, I had read online that that implantation bleeding usually lasts 1 to 2 days. Well, I was spotting for like 6 or 7 days, and I had taken an early pregnancy test and came back negative. And then when I went up for my follow up in June, I talked to my doctor about it, and she was like, "Well, it's really hard to say. Um, you know, we can't say anything about it. We don't know if it was related from the procedure or if it was pregnancy related or what." So, just had to kind of forget about that. And then let's see, very end of June, during my 2 8 week for June, my husband and I decided to go on a vacation and kind of just get away and get a break from all of this. And it couldn't have been at perfect timing just because um, it really kept me occupied, and I didn't worry about every little symptom I was having, every little sign. I don't know. I mean, I guess I did and didn't do it. I thought about it, but I didn't talk about it as much as I usually do. And I mean, we're really just at 5 months of wanting, trying, but like I said, actively trying probably only 3 or possibly 4 months of really trying, and I know that's really nothing compared to what a lot of people go through and stuff, but it does consume you. I think a lot of people can probably agree with me when it says it can just consume you. It takes over. um, you think about it constantly, all types of stuff like that. It's not something you can just save up for and go to the store and buy. I mean, it's like you have really no control over it. I mean, it can be very, very hard on one. I try not to talk about it too much, and that's kind of one reason why I'm doing these videos, to kind of express and talk to a community of people who are going through very similar situations, similar thoughts and feelings and emotions. Just because sometimes if you're not actively trying and really, really want something, it's kind of hard for you to relate. I think I've been really fortunate with family and friends to hear me and stuff, but you just kind of get to a point. I'm really happy for all the people in my life that are pregnant and getting pregnant and stuff. I'll get on Facebook and see another announcement or somebody's pictures or something, and it's a really kind of a bittersweet kind of feeling I'm beginning to have. Or if I'll see a really cute little pregnant couple out, or it stings a little bit, but I'm happy and hopeful at this point. I've been praying a lot and just really trusting that my time will come, and that I can only trust that God's in control, and God knows timing better than me, even though my husband Dan and I are really in a good time, and I feel like we're in a good time in our life and our marriage, where we're really excited to welcome a baby and a pregnancy in. But we'll kind of go from there. Currently, I am on day 8 of my cycle, and we're going to try a couple things a little different this time around. Last month, we were trying every day, starting on day 5 all the way through day 16, and on the days that I thought I ovulated, 2 times a day. And I know that a lot of people will probably disagree with that, saying that's too much, lower sperm count. But I just thought in my head, I rather, I guess, overdo it, or would, the more, maybe the better chances. So, even with doing that, and it can kind of take the magic away or the fun away out of it too, just when it starts turning into a chore and stuff like that, and that's no good. And I wouldn't, we said we didn't want it to turn into that, and we kind of did a little bit last month. So we are, and my doctor had suggested doing it every other day, starting on day 7 through day 7 or 18 or something like that, or 17, I don't know. So we're gonna really kind of follow by what she said. I also have been taking this evening evening primrose oil. I got it at Target for, I don't know, $7 or $8 or something like that. I had read quite a bit about it, and I did notice after I had that cryotherapy that my cervical mucus, it's always been pretty good, but it was a little different, and my body was healing through the end of May. So unless you kind of gone through this procedure or kind of read about it, it's kind of hard to explain, but you kind of have a lot of like very watery discharge, and that's the dead cells coming down, and you kind of have that for a long period of time. So it was really hard to distinguish between that watery discharge that was part of the procedure, that was normal, and actual CM. So I did get some last month, but it just wasn't, I don't think, good quality. So I decided to go ahead, and one pill is 1,000 milligrams. So I'm just taking one in the morning with my prenatal vitamin. I'm taking one in the afternoon, the evening. I did read that, taking 3,000 milligrams could potentially either delay ovulation or I don't know, I just don't want to overdo anything. So I feel like 2 pills right now is probably appropriate, you know. And also, we're going to incorporate this pre-seed. I've already opened the box to kind of see it all out. We haven't actually used it yet. I was going to wait till a little bit closer to ovulation just because it is expensive, and I don't know, I'm just, you know, bringing new things in, I guess, kind of a little nervous, I guess, excited but nervous. So my doctor told me I didn't have to buy ovulation kits or anything like that, but because I'm regular, and you know, she was confident that I am ovulating and all of that. But I did pick up a couple of these from the dollar store. They're $1, and I've used them in the past, and they say I'm ovulating, and then when I'm not, then they're negative. So I feel like pretty good quality. And what else? Just been watching my diet. I actually was practicing being a vegetarian for about 8 months before we decided to conceive, and I didn't eat meat until I think it was probably beginning of June of 2011. And I just kind of had my own reasonings for doing it, but I did notice I was really tired at times, and you know, I was getting kind of concerned about like lack of protein, and you know, not being completely up, you know, I didn't want to be like malnutritioned or something. So I did start eating meat again, mostly just like chicken or um, I don't know, stuff like that. Not, you know, not super big on like red meat or anything, but just really um, trying to watch nutrition, drinking 2% milk instead of skim milk, you know, and I don't know, just lots of greens. And I've also heard baby carrots, because they're high in vitamin A, can also help with CM. So, not going crazy, but just trying these things out. I mean, eating what, more carrots isn't going to hurt anything, you know, probably only help me, you know. And my husband, he has been kind of watching his diet and stuff. We'll probably wait a few more times before we do an essay or anything like that, just because they are expensive, and our health insurance won't cover any fertility testing, treatments, or anything like that. And I'm just trying to practice patience with this. Like I said earlier, just put trust into God, and just trying to stay confident, but not overly confident. Um, I usually, you know, my biggest challenge right now is the 2 week wait. That can be brutal. I think we can all agree to that. You know, your mind goes crazy. It wonders, and it can be no good. So each month I really do feel like I'm getting a little bit better each month, if that makes any sense. But that's pretty much about it. I don't really know how often I'll get on here and update. You know, maybe once a week, maybe a couple times a week. I'll just kind of see how I do with it, and you know, staying optimistic and positive. I think that's really important, and my heart really goes out to everybody on here, and I don't think I can, you know, fully relate, but I have hope for everybody. So that's it for now. Take care, and thank you for watching. Bye.